What's up, everybody?
Kayla here.
San Francisco has amazing restaurants, and making a top 10 list is not easy because of how many options there are.
And today we're going to show you our favorite restaurant through 10 different cuisines.
Without further ado, here are our top 10 restaurants in San Francisco.
Let's go!
This is Farmhouse Thai. It's got really vibrant decor in here and delicious food, and honestly it has like some low-key nightclub vibes with all of the lights going on everywhere. We ordered a branzino, which is going to be a delicious fish right here. We also got a Penang Nuya, which is the beef short ribs. Farmhouse Thai just uses better meat than most Thai places, honestly. This meat is super high quality, falling right off the bone, melt in your mouth. Really strong flavor from that Penang. Onto the branzino. Just a little bit of the sweet and sour flavor in there. Just enough spice. It's got great service, delicious food, and it's a little bit on the pricey side, but it's definitely worth it.
We're at Marufuku Ramen. This is my favorite ramen place in San Francisco. It's so good. The only caveat is that expect long waits. You either have to come around 30 minutes before it opens, or what we did usually is go on a Yelp app and waitlist and just wait it out. We actually waitlisted around 5:30, 5:45, and it's been 3 hours and we just got seated, so you're waiting a long time in line, but once you order, you get the food really quickly. So the Hakata style ramen is a little different. So the noodles are usually thinner, the broth is rich, but it's not as heavy. They're also known for the chicken python, which is you actually get your chicken on the side and then you get your ramen, but we actually had that before and it's just okay. There's nothing special about it. The best thing on the menu is their regular Hakata style DX ramen. So good.
We got on the side here some takoyaki and also some fried shishito, but the star is absolutely going to be the ramen. Just because of how always packed and popular Marufuku is, if you really want to avoid lines, we'd recommend trying to come on a weekday or coming before they open on a weekend. But even on weekends, you need to be here at least probably a half hour before lunch. So as long as you plan for your trip to Marufuku and you don't just show up, as long as you get here really early or you use the Yelp waitlist, it's definitely worth it, and it's honestly the best ramen in San Francisco. Our favorite spot for Italian food in San Francisco is at Roma Antica in the Marina. We started off with some hearty and saucy meatballs and also got some vegetables on the side, but the highlight of this place that we order every time is the truffle ravioli. The restaurant is pretty popular. It's not crazy, but you should still join the wait list before you come if you want to be safe, or just come at an off hour.
This cream is amazing. So after we're done with this plate will be completely clean. You have to eat it all. Can't let truffle go to waste.
One more thing that we really like to order is this pappardelle with an oxtail ragu. Get some of this pappardelle here. The pappardelle itself is really al dente, really yummy, super good to eat. And the oxtail is really tender, really flavorful.
And that truffle ravioli is the reason why Roma Antica is our go-to Italian restaurant in San Francisco.
And a place that needs no introduction, this is House of Prime Rib. If you haven't heard of House of Prime Rib, you have not been in San Francisco long enough. This place is wildly popular and famous. They have a very small menu, but they have basically just a couple different cuts of prime rib. And this place is absolutely delicious. Better come hungry because they have massive portions. And one of my favorite things about the House of Prime Rib is that it's a steakhouse, but it's actually really affordable for what you're getting. $60 will get you a huge prime rib with a ton of different sides too. The service here is also impeccable. The waiters are super friendly and they're happy to bring you seconds or extra sides if you ask for them. They start you off with some bread, and they come in with this delicious cherry vinaigrette salad that is just absolutely delicious. And then you can pick your side, whether you want a baked potato or mashed potatoes. You can get cream corn or spinach, or what we do is we get 50-50. Anyway, the cut that I always get, and most people get when they come here, is the King Henry cut, which is this massive slab of meat. They come with this really cool cart, and they just basically cut the meat in front of you and they serve you, and it's basically a big show and a big experience. Prime rib here is always cooked impeccably. Get it medium rare like we do, or get it however you want. It's not a secret at all, but you can get seconds. After you finish your regular cut of meat, you can get the smaller slice of meat free of charge. It's really hard to get a reservation here, so make sure that you make reservations online at least 2 months in advance, especially if you're coming on a weekend. Overall, dining at House of Prime Rib is a San Francisco experience. It's an iconic restaurant, and it is definitely one of our favorite places to eat in the city. And the best Korean restaurant in San Francisco is here at Daeho Galbijim. This place routinely gets a huge wait, so make sure to come early. But they're most known for their braised short ribs. They're absolutely delicious and melt in your mouth here. You have the option of what spice level you want. We went with 2 out of 3, so it's going to be a little bit more on the spicy side.
We also added oxtail in it, and we also asked for extra meat for only $10 more. and it's a big platter of meat. Online it looks kind of small, but in real life it's like massive. We also added glass noodles, and on top there's cheese, and they come by and torch it for you, so it's like really melted.
And it also has rice cakes, tteokbokki, and the tteokbokki is probably the best I've ever had because of the fact that it's soaking up that broth and it's super, super flavorful. In summary, this is our favorite Korean restaurant in San Francisco. The quality is really similar to that of K-Town down in LA. The portions here are giant, the food is delicious, but there is a pretty ridiculous wait time here because of how popular it is. So make sure to come right before they open or right when they open to make sure you get seated. Stopping in for our favorite tapas restaurant in San Francisco in the Mission now. This is Picaro. We love this place because the food is just absolutely delicious and there's such a huge variety. We got a big feast here. The oxtail stew here has a nice tomato tasting, really rich broth, and the oxtail is absolutely delicious. It's loaded with vegetables. I love it. Patatas bravas here is roasted potatoes with the salsa brava. It's this orange sauce that's absolutely delicious. They also serve it with the bread. It's kind of spicy and tangy, and it's just really, really delicious, and it's honestly really addicting to eat. And this salsa brava here is a big part of why we keep coming back. We've asked the workers here a couple times if they sell it, because we're totally down to just buy it and bring it home and snack on it, but it's not for sale, unfortunately.
The sauce is like crack. It's so addicting. You can dip every food in it. One of our go-to dishes is a Spanish potato omelet. It's like an egg and potato omelet, and there's an aioli on top, and it's really good. It's one of their most popular dishes.
Got the gambas al ajillo here. It's a really good dish of garlic shrimp here, super yummy. We also got some asparagus with the garlic aioli and some lemon, awesome. This is our favorite place to get tapas in San Francisco because the salsa brava is delicious here, all the food is delicious here, and also it's relatively affordable. In San Francisco, you can overpay for tapas in a lot of places, but at Picaro, it's pretty reasonably priced.
One thing is that if you're looking for paella here, it's not the best. Paella is okay here. I don't recommend it. In terms of other dishes, all the tapas here is amazing.
Overall, highly, highly recommend Picaro if you're looking for tapas in San Francisco.
So our favorite Japanese restaurant in San Francisco is Nara. It's like a perfect middle ground between a super high-end place and like a basic sushi restaurant, but it has the quality of a very high-end place. But the price is right in the middle, which I love.
On the happy hour menu, we got these spicy salmon hand rolls and spicy tuna hand rolls. They're both delicious and they're $5 each. Really, really good deal.
There's more fish, less rice.
We also got the Ray Ray's taco, which is basically an octopus dish. Trying the taco out. Lightly sweet. It has a nice like charred flavor to it with some delicious octopus right here. We also got the Wagyu tartar, and it came with these little chips that were really, really crispy and really, really yummy. Very high quality meat.
And they cut up into little baby pieces. It's so tiny, but you can still see the marbling on the Wagyu. The star of the show is the omakase that just arrived. We got the nigiri. I can't exactly name all pieces because it might change every day because it's a chef's selection. But I know we started off from the left side and we go all the way to the right. Literally just like you took a bite and it completely melts in your mouth. It's so good.
In summary, Nara is our favorite Japanese restaurant in San Francisco because it has really good fish at really good prices. They have really good deals for happy hour, so come check it out and make sure to get the omakase. We are at Chili House. It's an amazing Sichuan restaurant on Clement Street.
They offer a Peking duck here. They come up to you and slice everything on the table for you.
Today, we just don't have the stomach capacity to get it, so
we got other great options.
Yeah.
We ordered the filet fish in the flaming chili oil. We also got stir-fry chicken with jalapenos. We got sauteed string beans, and we also got Beijing pot stickers. I love this fish. It's so flaky and tender. And the sauce is so good. When we're done eating the fish here, we always take it to go. So with the sauce, we make dumplings at home. So you get 2 meals with this. Beijing pot stickers. It's like a xiaolong bao without being a circle.
Chili House is actually owned by the same people who own Xinwai Bistro and Xinwai Restaurant over in Chinatown. And that's why this place is so amazing, because those places are great and same management and everything. We love tapas style, dim sum style places, so our next favorite spot in San Francisco is here at State Bird Provisions on Fillmore Street. When you first come in, you might look at the menu and think, wow, that's very small, there's not a lot of stuff on here. But the way it works is there's a menu that you can order from, but there's also dim sum carts going around that don't have dim sum, but they have small plates. The food is mostly American style, but there's some Asian influence too, so you have some really, really creative dishes here.
The first dish we got is like a dry rub black bean pork ribs, and definitely Asian inspired because black bean is really common in a lot of pork dishes. The second dish we got is a duck liver mousse with almond biscuits.
The California State Bird with Provisions is really, really good. It's California state bird, quail, fried quail. It's like fried chicken, but it's better. It just tastes better.
It's like eating poke, but it's not fishy and it's more buttery. This is my favorite dish.
And to get some veggies here, we got some turnip greens, and there's a yuzu and tomato sauce at the bottom. There's a black sesame tahini sauce underneath. So when you mix it all together, it's a really, really creamy sesame flavor.
It's seasoned really well. There's a good amount of salt, and it kind of tastes like white pepper. We got a guinea hen dumpling. Haven't had it yet, but this is probably the most bougie dumpling I've ever had. Very flavorful and very good.
And after all these different dishes we got, we finish it off for dessert here with this corn ice cream sandwich. Make a reservation if you can. Not to mention, this place also has a Michelin star. So it is a little bit on the pricey side, but it's definitely worth it. We love coming to State Bird Provisions because the food is delicious and the experience is unique. This is B-Star, not to be mistaken for Burma Superstar, the more popular, more crowded version of this restaurant.
Burma Superstar may be more popular, more people, more weight, but B-Star, honestly, it's way better than Burma Superstar. I've been to Burma Superstar a couple of times and B-Star a couple of times, and every time I've been here, the food's been way better.
The menu here features not only Burmese food, but also food from other parts of Asia, like China, Japan, Thailand, a whole bunch of other stuff. And what they're most known for is the tea leaf salad.
So crunchy, you like nuts and seeds in it, peanuts, dried garlic, sesame seeds, tomatoes, the tea leaf dressing, which is why the salad's so good.
And another one of our favorites to order here is the miso cod. We love this probably almost as much as we love the tea leaf salad. And this cod is cooked beautifully, it melts in your mouth, soft, just falls apart. It's absolutely delicious. The two must orders when you come to B-Star are the tea leaf salad and the miso cod here.
The menu's unique, the food is so good here. It's great for groups, great for small parties. Make reservations online, and I cannot recommend this place enough. And that's gonna do it for our top 10 favorite restaurants in San Francisco that we definitely frequent way too often.
Obviously, there's no single top 10 list. It's gonna depend on who you ask, but those are our 10 favorites. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more San Francisco videos coming soon. See you next time.